Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to take you along as I decorate the rest of my house. So if you go back a few videos, you saw me painting the rooms throughout the house, and now it's time to start bringing in the other decor. So I have a lot of my main furniture pieces, which I'll show you guys, and then I'm going to show you how I fill in with plants, decorative items, lighting, and all that fun stuff. What I kind of want to do with this wall is have it be like a gallery style, so there's not really going to be a formal pattern, let's say, of things that are hung on the wall. In some areas, I do like to have that balance, but in other areas like this, where I'm working with a wall it's partially going down a hallway, the piano is kind of off center just because of where that hallway is and where the living room is. So I want this wall to be kind of more eclectic in its look. Crooked. I despise hanging photos that have these teeth brackets. Like, I'd much rather just have one in the center because it makes life so much easier. I can't do a wire because obviously this is see-through, so you'd see the wire, but I'm being completely lazy in doing this. So make sure that you make sure things are level. So don't do as you see, but do as I say. Done. All right, so now that I have that hung up, I'm going to shift gears a little bit and move to decorating the top of the piano. So the reason why I want to do this is because I wanted this picture to be centered above the piano, and then there are some items that I'm thinking I'm going to put on the piano that have quite a bit of height to them. So before I fill in the rest of this wall with pictures or art or other items, I don't want anything to necessarily be blocked by the height. And that will help me in determining where else I can place things to kind of balance it out. So we're going to move to the top of the piano now. Alright, so the remainder of the wall, I'm going to start on here. One of the things that I want to incorporate into what I'm doing is this light switch. So obviously it stands out against the green. I kind of thought of a really good idea to incorporate this. I think I'm going to hang this empty white frame around the light switch. Seems natural to me. The problem with me doing this by myself is that it's hard for me to make a decision when I have to be like against the wall holding something there versus being able to like step back and see how it's gonna look. So I'm like going in between several different things to like hang next on the wall, and it's driving me nuts that I can't figure out what I want to do. So just know that that may happen to you. So I'm gonna throw things up on the wall as I go. And if I make holes that I don't necessarily keep, I'll just patch them up. It is what it is. It's the only way that I can think of to kind of make this work. So don't be afraid to do that, as long as you know that you might have to do some patchwork after. So I'm gonna continue to kind of piece this together and show you the final result here shortly. All right. That was the final one. I figured it out after kind of playing around with some different things. I did end up moving some of the frames that I had put up earlier in the video to different spots to fill in. So it is what it is at this point. There are a few areas that I think I could probably squeeze another frame into, but these are all the frames I have, and that will just kind of have to come as I collect more and more. I did want to point out one tip to give you If you are looking to do something similar to this where you have some frames that don't actually have anything in it, like this one here or this white one that I put around the light switch, I just go to thrift stores and find frames that are priced relatively inexpensively. I take the glass and whatever picture and backing is in there out, and then I just use the frame. Sometimes I do paint them depending on the color scheme I'm trying to go for, and I will also distress them, so I'll take sandpaper and kind of rough up the wood. That's a really inexpensive way to get large frames, especially when you're not going to be using the glass and the inserts, rather than going to like a store that sells the full frame, which is going to be more expensive. So that is a insider tip for you. Alright, so switching gears real quick, there is a wall that extends kind of from my living room down the hallway. It also is the first wall straight as you walk in through the front door. So I did want to hang something here, and I'm super excited to show you what it is. This is something that I made several years ago, and it is a faux succulent wall garden. So fake, I don't have to water it, but look at how cool that is with the moss and the fake succulents. There's so much green. And I'm super excited because this will be the first thing that people see when they walk through the front door. Alright, so the next part of the living room is this part here. So I do have a couple of pieces of furniture already here. So I do have a sofa and then also like a chest of drawers here. So the first piece that I added is going to be this trunk here. It is something that I picked up at like an antique fair for relatively inexpensive. I think it was like 50 bucks many years ago. So it's a really nice sized trunk. I like to use trunks as coffee tables and side tables because it's an interesting piece of furniture, but then it also doubles as storage. So a great kind of inexpensive way of doing a design look for less is using an old ladder that you have around the house that you're perhaps no longer using. This is perfect to hang blankets off of, and so this is achieving a look that you see oftentimes done in different designs where they have a wood or metal kind of several rung ladder leaning against a wall with blankets hanging off of it. If you buy those brand new, they're actually pretty expensive for some reason. You wouldn't think so for a ladder, but this ladder, like I said, is one that's pretty old. There's paint and stain drips on it. There's pieces of the wood are missing. It's definitely seen a lot of use over the years, and so I decided to turn it into a blanket rack for my living room. So one of the things that I find challenging at times is finding throw pillows that match my decor perfectly or are even just patterns or colors that I want. Oftentimes they end up being relatively expensive, especially for the type of style that I like to go with. So I actually made these throw pillows. So I bought some fabric super cheap, and then I bought these pillow inserts off of Amazon or from a craft store for pretty cheap, and made my own pillows. So I can create a custom look that fits my decor. It truly is custom because no one else is gonna have this, and saved some money as well. So a few of the pillows are double-sided, so in case I want to change it up, one side's white with black design and one is black with white design. And then this one is just a multicolor kind of, as I would call it, like Aztec pattern. So there's some different colors in it that really pull the browns together. room to finish decorating is this area right here. So next to me is a TV hutch that I actually picked up from a thrift store for $14. It had some round wood handles on it that I did swap out for these rectangle metal ones. And then this bottom portion actually had, it was supposed to be 2 drawers, but it was missing one, and it did have another one, and so I decided to just take the drawer out, take the supports out, and just have it be an open shelf. And so I'm gonna fill in with some decor items and kind of finish off the space, and then I'll show you some before and after shots of the entire living room. All right, so starting with the top of the hutch, I'm going to put some old windows that I got at a thrift store for, I think it was like $5 a window. So I'm gonna put 3 of them up on top of the hutch, and we'll move on to the next item. I flipped them because I liked this better. I want to thank you guys for watching this video and coming along with me as I decorate my living room. This has been a really fun experience for me to finally put my personal touches in the spaces that I'm living in. And I'm so glad that you guys have been along for the ride for a lot of these projects. There are still more to come, so don't worry. This is not the last part of the home series, but this is it for the living room right now, at least. So again, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like it. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, as well as other DIY projects that I have yet to do. And feel free to share this with friends or family. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of the transformation down in the comments below, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.